and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly silent night. Holy night. Shepherds quake at the sight. Glory streams from heaven above. Heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ enlightened is born. Christ enlightened is born.
Let's try
Holy
this one.
night.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Silent night.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. It's Motown.
All right, back to the first verse. On yon virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Okay, just the man. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
One more time, man.
Everybody. Oh.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la. Okay, how about the women? You got anything, women? Go ahead.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Nice. Alto.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Oh, holy nights. Christmas time is here.
Really good job.
Good morning. Welcome to our Unity of Walnut Creek service. My name is Laurel Patterson.
And my name is Sharish. Welcome to our service. We want to greet and bless everyone who's watching online. Your presence adds to our spiritual community, and we are grateful you are with us. Thank you for joining us.
Oops. Please join me in welcoming our featured musicians, Narayan and Janet. Yay. Thank you so much for sharing your music with us. And they have downloads of their music available. If you talk to them after the service, they can hook you up. So check that out. Sorry.
You're okay.
Sorry.
Reverend Kristen will deliver today's message titled, Love is Why We Are Here. Yes. Part 3 of 4 of the Advent series.
Before we begin, I invite you to turn your cell phones to silent so that we can enjoy the sacred service together, because otherwise it'll just go off in the middle of the meditation and you'll be really embarrassed, so don't let that happen.
Let's take a moment to be grateful for the land our center rests upon.
This is
Baymiwok and Ohlone land.
I'm sorry, I keep doing that.
No, you're good.
We honor the Bamie, Wauk, and Ohlone people of today and are grateful for those who were stewards of this land before us. We commit to taking care of these sacred native grounds and all of Mother Earth. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. Our vision for the world is, and let's say this together, we envision
a spiritually awakened world where all life thrives in conscious oneness. Our mission is who we have come here to be. Again, let's say this together. We are a loving, inclusive community, expanding and living our divinity in sacred service for all. Our core values are love, connection, service, and wisdom.
I invite the ushers to come forward. If you're with us today for the first time, welcome. And if you feel comfortable, please raise your hand so that we may give you a welcome packet. Any newcomers? And even if you didn't raise your hand, you're still welcome to get a packet after the service. And in that packet, there is information about Unity and also a $10 coupon, which you can use to attend a class or other event here at Unity. And welcome for those of you who are new or relatively new. We're so glad you're joining us today.
We invite you to visit our Welcome Center bookstore cafe across the patio after the service to receive a welcome gift, and we hope that you choose to stay and visit after the service.
Connection cards are available in the newcomer packet as well as in the seat pocket in front of you. These are for everyone. And with this card, you may submit a prayer request, and our prayer team will pray with you throughout the week.
You may also share feedback or request information. Please place your card in the basket with the offering. For those of you viewing online, connection cards are available on the Watch Live page on our website. We have several activities to highlight this week.
This holiday season, Unity invites you to share love and kindness with our less fortunate neighbors through two meaningful giving opportunities. First, giving a teddy bear hug to a foster child. Brighten a foster child's holiday by providing a comforting teddy bear. Stop by Unity's bookstore to purchase a bear and then bring it to the sanctuary, and the bears will soak up love during our Sunday services and events before they'll be delivered to children and family services in Pleasant Hill. After you've hugged your bear and filled it with love, pass it down your row so others can do the same. Next Sunday, September 21st, is the last day for Unity Bear Love, and then they'll be taken to their new homes.
Support local families with non-perishable food.
Sorry.
Help those in our community experiencing food insecurity by donating the non-perishable food items. Let's celebrate our abundance by filling the barrel in the foyer with generous contributions. Together, we can make a difference this holiday season. Thank you for spreading love and joy through your thoughtful giving.
And we've already filled one barrel, so we're working on our second one. Good job. Yay. Celebrate the season at Unity's Winter Fair. That's today, featuring a wonderful selection of local makers, handcrafted goods, and festive treats. Join us in the community room today only for a joyful time of shopping and holiday cheer. Discover unique gifts, enjoy seasonal music, and decorate an ornament and a gingerbread cookie, all while connecting with friends and neighbors. Stop by and experience the spirit of the season.
Speaking of the spirit of the season, be sure to come to the service next Sunday for Unity's joyful Hearts Choir holiday performance.
Woo-hoo!
They have created a wonderful collection of holiday favorites that will fill you with joy.
And mark your calendar to join us for Unity's Christmas Eve candle lighting service on Wednesday, December 24th at 7 p.m. This beloved service features Christmas carols and a metaphysical interpretation of the Christmas story. We give our divine light to the world as we sing Silent Night together with lit candles in peaceful closing. This will be a holy, holy night. Don't miss it.
End the year with your spiritual family at our transformative Burning Bowl ceremony. Come to Unity on New Year's Eve at 7 p.m. to let go of concerns and habits that no longer serve you and ignite your heart with passion and the promise of a bright, joyful year ahead. Together, we'll create space for renewal, intention, and abundant possibilities.
Nice.
Lighting our Advent candle of love this morning are youth ministry volunteers Jody, Shayna, Allison, and Mike. And we also have our children with us present.
And the lighting will be followed by meditation, music, guidance, and silence.
Today's Advent love message is adapted from Reverend Claudia Olmos.
When we think of Christmas, we might imagine a lit fireplace where we can sit and contemplate the dancing flames with a cup of tea or hot chocolate in hand.
Today, I invite you to close your eyes and travel within, to sit in front of an inner fireplace where a fire of love glows, perhaps as you remember the birth of Jesus or feel the divine presence within.
As we bring into that firelight any moments when we judged ourselves or believed we weren't good enough, any mistakes we've made, let's allow the flame of unconditional love that burns in the Christmas fireplace to transform them.
Christmas is a time to be returned to the loving and innocent being you are, and to feel the power of love.
Have you ever stopped to consider the impact your love has made on the world? Far beyond those closest to you, there's a ripple your love creates in the lives of others, simply by letting your Christ light shine.
As you contemplate these thoughts, we offer this affirmation. I am renewed in the resplendent love of Christmas. Now we light the Advent candle of love.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, kids, for being with us, and youth ministry volunteers for all that you do. They'll be back at their usual time as well. So I wanted to let you know, David DeLue called me between the services. Some of you know David and Louise, the two DeLues. And he wanted to let me know that unfortunately an attack in Australia happened while a group of people were celebrating Hanukkah. Some of you may have heard of that. And Hanukkah begins on this time zone this evening at sundown. So he called one of the local rabbis to ask, suggestions, and she suggested that we go to Hanukkah celebrations. And there are many throughout the week in this area, in Walnut Creek and Pleasant Hill, all around this area. So if that speaks to your heart, I want to encourage you to do that. We will light the Hanukkah candles, as we always do, next Sunday. But that is a way that we can show our solidarity and our care for the Jewish friends that we have in the wider community. So now we're going to begin our time of meditation. And Janet's going to start us off with some music, followed by guidance and a little bit of silence. So let's settle in together.
Love is the opening door
Love is what we are here for. No one can offer you more. Do you know what I mean? Love is what we are here for. Love is what we are here for. We are here for.
So let's breathe that truth into our open, loving hearts. To love and to be loved, to give and to receive love, just as the breath moves through our beings, through our lungs, through our hearts, through our energy center of love. Reminding us of this grounded truth. That we are made of love, we're here to love. That we ourselves, each of us, can be beacons of love. And together make a mighty, mighty difference in the world. By just acknowledging this truth and opening to it. And so for this time of meditation, we receive the love. We open ourselves to ground in it, to allow it to move through our beings, to fill our hearts and the cells of our bodies, and to allow ourselves to remember, I am here as love, to love. See if you can open yourself to the presence of love that is within and all around you. Let it be felt more deeply with every breath. You might recall for a moment, a time, a moment, a memory of really feeling loved by spirit or another person or yourself or a pet. Just take a moment to recall that memory in your heart and to feel the love. And let it become an expanded knowing from that moment of reflection, from that time that you felt love. Let it expand from your heart throughout your whole being. Let's rest in the silence of that expanded love. Being steeped in love, being infilled with love. Let's send our love to the people in Australia. Let's send our love to Ukraine and Gaza and the Sudan and all across the United States and wherever else your heart feels guided to beam love. To remember who we are as a human family, made of love, created to love, on a journey to remember that, on a journey to join hands as a metaphor of coming into circle, into oneness, back to love. And whoever has lost their way, we place them in the center of the circle and remind them of the love that they're made, of the love that they came to share, the love they come from and return to. And if in any way you feel like you have gotten off track, let yourself step into that center of the circle of the human family of love and receive. And to step back out and hold the space. To beam it from your heart in every direction. Love is why we're here. Let us be an open channel of giving and receiving love. And so it is.
We are here for love is what we are here for. Love is what we are here for. I'd like to share my joy for everybody who's wearing a crazy hat today. That's joy. That's love. Love hats. By the way, on the drive here from Santa Rosa, you know, we always warm up and everything in the car. And we saw, you know, those great big signs on the side of the road. What do you call those? Those great big, billboards, yeah. I knew there was a word. And so we're singing, me, you know. And there's this great big billboard lights up. You know, it's one of those light up things. Love. L-O-V-E, giant. We go, let's go. We got to get to Unity.
Let's go. Remind us where we're going. Right
It
here.
was wild. I love
All
it.
right.
Don't you? Yeah.
That's right. Let's pick things up a bit. Here's a song we've had for a while.
I knew secretly. We'd like to thank our crew up there. These guys are always great for everybody. Yeah. And Tyler and Lisa, you guys, God, they come over to our house, they clean it, they cook it. Okay. Maybe not.
So you gonna catch the entrance this time?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
ready.
you ready?
If you make me breakfast tomorrow, I'll do it. Yeah, it does. I'm here to do peace. I'm here to do joy. I'm here to do love. I think paradise. Wanna be kind. I wanna be divine. Have an even mind most all the time. What I'm really here to do, mostly love. Mostly love. I want to breathe love. I want to breathe grace. I want to bring faith and grace and grace and grace. I want to expand. I want to create. I want to take my soul out on a date. But what we're really here to do, mostly love. Mostly love. Mostly love. Mostly love. Beautiful, think plentiful, simplicity, good energy, raise my consciousness, raise my thoughts,
We're gonna raise
my eyes to the light, to the light,
mostly love.
mostly love.
Mostly love. Mostly love. Mostly love. Mostly love.
Love, love. It's the best.
And we love you right back. Good morning, everyone. Happy Love Sunday. Yeah, we've been on a great Advent journey, huh? I've missed you all. I haven't been with you on the journey physically, but I have been on the journey with you. I know you got to hear from Melissa and Z a couple weeks ago, and then Johanna van Gelder last week. So we're all caught up. We've been through faith and peace, and now we're at love on this journey. And love is really the heart of it all, isn't it? Love is, I think for a lot of us in Unity, that key quality, that aspect that we understand to be unity, to be our experience of our spirituality and of our journey. And it's the same is true for Advent, for this season of moving toward that opening, that rebirth of the Christ in all of us. So this season also is a time that people can tend to experience and feel the pangs of loss. You may be one of those people right now this season that's experiencing that. And that's a part of love. So I want to presence that today to recognize that those feelings that might come up, maybe noticed during a tradition that you have where somebody who used to be a part of that tradition isn't here physically, or not sitting at the table with you, or you're remembering their voice, but you're not getting to hear it this year in a physical way. And so just acknowledging that too is a part of our love experience. That as we often have said, that grief is an expression of how deeply we have loved. And so to make that a part of what we embrace in this idea of love, that it is a part of our experience, not something that has to be separated out, that, the season is all about joy and I can't experience that. No, it's also about love. It's also about loss, because loss and love are not opposites. They are experiences that can go in tandem with one another. Loss is not a failure of love. It's a measure of our love. And so it allows us to see how much we really did love or do love when we're experiencing some kind of loss. So Advent invites us to trust that love doesn't disappear. It doesn't go away. It comes in new forms. There's a story that brings us home beautifully. Franz Kafka, the writer that had a really profound influence on 20th century. A lot of people really were inspired and influenced in various ways by his writings, which were mostly, by the way, published after he made his transition. He was only 41 when he died. And it was in the same year, well, I think it was a different calendar year, but within a 12-month period, that this story took place. He was walking in Stiglitz Park, which is a place in Berlin where he walked. It took a daily walk. And he came upon this little girl who was just crying her eyes out. And he said, "What's wrong?" And she said, "I lost my doll." And so began their journey to find the doll. And they looked everywhere for the doll. And after a while, Franz realized that they're not going to find this doll. So he says to the girl, "I'm a volunteer postman. And I'm pretty sure that your doll is going to write you a letter because I think she's probably on a grand journey. And so meet me here tomorrow, same time, same place, right, in the park." And the little girl said, "Okay, I'll meet you in the park tomorrow." So Franz went home, and with the same kind of deliberate energy and detail and focus that he did with all of his writing, he composed a letter from the doll to the little girl. And then next morning, he came and brought the letter. And a key thing that was written in that particular letter was, "Please do not mourn me. I have gone on a trip to see the world. I will write you of my adventures." And so opened a 3-week daily experience where Franz would go home, compose another letter from the doll, meet the little girl in the park, and tell her about those adventures. That the doll, of course, would tell her about the adventures through the letter. The doll went all kinds of crazy places. Paris and Barcelona, Morocco and Egypt. She tried all kinds of foods from all around the world, these very interesting ethnic foods that she had never experienced before. She met all kinds of amazing people and had interesting conversations. And in these letters, all of that was revealed for 3 weeks until Franz met her the following day and presented her with a new doll. Supposing it was the same doll. But the little girl was onto it right away and said, it doesn't look like her. But he had a prepared letter for that as well. So he pulls that letter out of his hip pocket and he says, well, this is what she said about this. I may appear different to you, but my travels have changed me. So that little girl kept that doll for many, many years, and as she grew into a young woman, she found one day that there was a little letter she had never even seen that was stuck in one of the crevices of the doll, and she pulled it out, and it said this: everything that you love, you will eventually lose. Take that hard truth in. Isn't it true? Everything we love we'll eventually lose. The people we love, the places we love, this life that we love. It's a reality that's hard to take in, but it is a part of love, right? And then it went on to say, but in the end, love will return in a different form. And we know this to be true too, don't we, in our journeys? That love always, that door always opens again in its various forms, in its various ways. Love comes again. So that hope that she offers, that truth that she offers, really tells us that loss can kind of rattle us awake to this recognition that we are in a dance of love, having incarnated on earth. We are in a process, a beautiful process of experiencing love in its many ways and forms, and welcoming it in and saying goodbye when we need to say goodbye, and welcoming something new in. And so it's that beauty, that recognition that love is constant, that love is a universal flow, that love is something that gives and receives over and over again, that goes and comes over and over again. Which brings us to the love of Christmas and to Mother Mary. I've always thought Advent belonged to Mary, that she should have her own season. And she does, right? So it really is the season. Of course, we're moving toward, and we always celebrate the idea that it's Jesus season. And it is that too, of course, because, a big part of Mary's purpose is intertwined, of course, with birthing this being who's going to shift all the paradigms, birthing this being who's going to show us about love, but who shows Jesus about the love? Mary. Where does it come through? Mary. Where does it ultimately come through? The source that we are all connected to. So Advent is this courageous journey of this young woman. This young woman who consents spiritually. The journey is she consents to this idea of Spirit moving within her. She consents and allows and agrees to and does carry the divine through all this time toward its birth, its revelation into the world as the Christ light and the Christ love and the presence that we know as a part of Christmas. And that new paradigm I mentioned, that revelatory message of love, it comes through the source, it comes through Mary, then it comes through Jesus, as it does for all of us directly from the source. But this beautiful story shows us how that works, that incarnation of divinity into humanity, the ushering in of divine love, that expansive and ever-present, permeating kind of love that is a constant through us and as us. That's the celebration of Christmas, is to recognize that again and again that we are consenting to let Spirit move through us. We are carrying a kind of love through this season of expectation and anticipation. And then we are birthing it back out into the love again, into the world again as love as ourselves. Rebirthing ourselves, renewed in love, renewed in faith and joy and peace, all of the aspects of this Advent journey. So Jesus drew that innate love through Mary, and Mary shows us how to really solidly base that love and then open up the portal of love to let it flow. So I want to look at these three aspects of love today that Mary's leading us to. Those two I just mentioned, that idea of love being solidly rooted, and then also opening up, ideally from that space of solid rootedness and love, to being an open channel for love. And then recognizing that love is our purpose, our collective purpose, our individual purpose connected to that collective purpose. Individually, we'll have different ways of expressing it, but that's our collective purpose as humans, why we've come to love. So let's start with this rooted idea with a story. So we know the story of the shepherds, right? In the Christmas story, of course, that follow the light, follow the star, and come to the place of the birth. And 880 years later, there's kind of a similar story, at least in terms of the shepherds who see a strange light, and they hear music. And they follow those signs, this in the middle of seemingly nowhere in the mountains in Spain, to a cave. And in that cave, they find a statue of the Madonna. It's specifically dark-complected Madonna. It's the Black Madonna. And this is in a space where they don't know what to do with it or what it means or why it's here. And so they go down to the town and they tell the bishop and the church officials. And the church officials come up with some of the congregants and climb the mountain and come into the cave. And they think, well, we should bring this statue down to the town to have it in our temple. And so they go to move it, and it's heavy, but then it's like it becomes heavier. Have you ever tried to move a child that doesn't want to be moved? I imagine it's sort of like that feeling, that sort of kind of just that planted sort of space that you're just like, all of a sudden this 15-pound child became 50 pounds or something. And so I imagine that to be what they experience. It's like it was hard to move, but then all of a sudden it was like it was impossible to move. And they interpreted that as Mary doesn't want to leave the mountain. And so she is meant to stay here. And over time, eventually, there were hermits on that, across from the mountain in that area, but eventually a monastery was built there around that Black Madonna. It's Montserrat, if you've never heard of it, or maybe you have, outside of Barcelona. It's a monastery of Santa Maria, of course, in Montserrat, and you can even go there and visit. The statue today is believed to be a carved Black Madonna from the 11th or 12th century that they show in the, what do you call that, cathedral? Church, that works too. Yeah. Church, cathedral. What do we call that thing that we're standing in? I always appreciate how you all help. It's a collective experience. What's that? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cathedral, yeah. That's okay. We don't need to get specific here or technical. Anyway, the story reminds me of divine love and that aspect of it that is so rooted and immovable. You experience that sometimes, yes? You know what I'm talking about, that sense of when you sometimes get in connection with it in this deep way within yourself, or maybe you experience it when you're in nature and you kind of see it as a reflection of yourself, or you experience it in the rootedness of the trees, or the sense of a depth in the Mother Ocean, or the other ways that it feels fairly grounded on earth, the rocks, the mountains, for example. Just different ways that we see a reflection of, and we can feel a sense of, that love does have an aspect that is just absolutely immovable, unshakable, rooted. And that, to me, that story reminds me of that essence It's kind of like, you might try to hide me, you might try to bury me, you might try to, push me aside or even move me, but I am unmovable, unshakable, completely rooted. I'm not going anywhere. And it's a reassurance for us, because in the times that we forget, in the times that we lose our way and that we think, well, where is God? Where is love? Where is that sense of rootedness in the truth, of that feeling that I had of faith and connection at one point, and then stuff happens in our lives, or we lose sense of our practice, and then all of a sudden we feel kind of unmoored. Can you relate to these things? Yeah, and then we come back, right? The pendulum swings back. We take the steps we need to take to get back. And then we go, oh yeah, there I am. I'm home again. I'm rooted again. I'm where I belong. And that in a way is like what Mary was communicating, I think, through this image. The Black Madonnas found all over the world. It's just a darker complected Mary, which most of the depictions we see are probably lighter than Mary actually was. So but it's that sense. It also sometimes people will relate to the Black Madonna images as a more earthy kind of a sense of being grounded on earth, a little bit more of a Mother Nature, or a kind of, as my friend Kelly Hunt sings, gravity loves you, baby. It's kind of like the lower chakras like come into play, right? And you kind of feel that, like I'm here, I'm solidly here, and I'm solidly centered in love. And so there is that sense of kind of immovable, centered, grounded love. And it's from that place that we draw our energy, our ideas, our actions. Let's take a moment to root in that together. I just invite you, if you want to participate, to close your eyes for a moment and take a breath. And again, to just call in that presence of love. Maybe to surround you, to embrace you. Maybe that would feel good for you right now, to feel like you're actually embraced in love. You might imagine that as a mother love. You can become like a child again. Really let yourself lean into that. I'm supported. I'm loved. I'm held in compassion. To feel the heaviness of that love inside of you, that feel it in your hips and your legs, and can let that love either come up through the earth, through the soles of your feet, or come down, have it go both directions, between your heart and the soles of your feet and the earth, just really letting love come in, let it run through you like honey. As we feel this grounded love, we can just remind ourselves that love doesn't float away when things are hard. It doesn't go away. It's not lost. It doesn't disappear. It stays. It's always here. It's only us who forgets. It's a grounding in these lower chakras, feeling that connection with the earth and with mother love, with the heart, with the great mother, or maybe that doesn't resonate for you, so just love itself. God is love. What if you trusted this, if you're feeling into this, if you're connecting? What if you trusted it was always here for you? What if you trusted that I am always connected to an unshakable, immovable love, rooted in place, anchored within me? In the cave of my own heart, there is an unshakable, immovable Madonna, or sense of love, that holds me, that loves me unconditionally, thoroughly. And you can just let that energy move through you and ground you in place. And to know even as you move about the world that you carry it with you, this sense of grounding, this sense of centered love. So invite us to just say this simple affirmation: I am rooted in immovable love. I am rooted in immovable love. And when you're ready to come back into this place. So in addition to this very simple practice that we have in various ways of meditation and returning to that rootedness, that feeling of love that is here for me and that's solid in my body as well. We can have other things that, time and nature for a lot of us might be that also centering and rooting and grounding in love. Or having icons. For some people are connected to this idea of mother love. And like I brought my Madonna, I should say, from my fireplace to be with us through the Christmas season. And having those for me, I have them in my garden and different various faces of God in various forms. It reminds me, they're good reflection points for me, reminders for me, that there is a rooted, immovable love available to me, an unshakable, dependable, reliable love that is always here, anchored on earth, all over earth. There are places where Mother Mary has shown up, and there's stories and legends, and we've built up amazingly big tourist attractions out of them. But it's also, based in sacred experience, often by children who have seen or heard Mary in various places. So there are sort of these anchor points of that kind of love physically on earth, and, acupressure points and ley lines and all that stuff that we've probably heard about of different places where there's an energy, a kind of energy of love. Mount Shasta has some of that kind of energy that's near us. And most importantly, you don't have to go to any of those places because it's right here. It's right here. So if images help you remember, it's here. She's telling me, look, it's here. We're constantly birthing it. We're constantly bringing it into the world in its innocence, in its power, in its promise. So whatever works for you beyond this kind of grounding, do it. Because grounding in love is the most important thing I think we can do on our spiritual journey. And then once we're grounded in it, it's easy for us to take that next step of looking at ourselves and experiencing ourselves as an open channel. When we're out of the grounding, we can do it, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can have connection and we can have experiences and we can create things and we can solve problems and then it just sort of like loses a little bit of its weightiness and sacredness because we're just running on this kind of conscious level energy. It's not rooted in the source of love. So we can be an open channel and we can give and receive love from this place, and there'll be an expiration point. But when we're over here in that space where we're rooted in it, we're like an eternal spring. We're just an open channel, and love comes through us and is experienced through us in such a different kind of way. It's that sort of grounded kind of way, right? That then we're fully present to what's going on. Over here, the lights are pretty and the gifts are fun and the celebrations are great. And over here, it's like, I love you so much. The difference. So who doesn't want to be over here in the root, in the groundedness, so that from here, everything can be experienced, both coming in through that source, that truth, that kind of mother love that will keep on rejuvenating us, but also being experienced on this level, heart to heart, soul to soul, with others, with our human family, with all beings. Then we have that experience that's like seen and heard and experienced in such a different way. And it grounds in the cells of our beings as memory. And then it becomes like muscle memory, easier and easier for us again and again to go into those spaces of giving and receiving from this very plugged in place, truly being a channel. So Mary shows us these different ways to do that through her life. And one of them is when she's told what's going to happen to her, it's said in the scriptures this time and actually in another time, when Mary ponders, she doesn't ponder up here. She ponders in her heart. Luke says, Mary treasured all these things and pondered them in her heart. So this young unwed mother gets this super scary news, and she treasures these things and ponders them in her heart. So that is it's an opening for us, a lesson for us, a way for us to understand that there are going to be times when these things happen to us, when we get challenging news. Ever happen to you? Right? When things happen in life that you're surprised by, or you're guided to do something and you think, me? I don't think so. Or I don't really believe, that this is true or this really happened. You have some kind of wonderful mystical experience, and when you're in it, you're in the love and you're in the experience and you're in the wow and the awe and the wonder. And then you come out of it and you're like, oh yeah, I'm not sure if that was real. Anybody ever experienced that, right? Yeah, and so I think Mary is telling us like, no, it's real. This stuff is real. And you got to ponder it in your heart. Keep it in your heart. Treasure it. Treasure your experience. Treasure even the news. Because even though it may be difficult news or something you didn't want or things going in a direction you didn't want or loss like we talked about before, if you ponder it in your heart rather than your mind, it's a completely different experience, isn't it? When I ponder something in my mind, it's helpful. I can work some stuff out. I can weigh the pros and cons. I can write out the goals and all that. And it feels a little dry. It doesn't have the juice of the emotion in it. And it also doesn't have the weightiness that's deep in the body that we just experienced. But when it's pondered in our hearts, it's more centered in our bodies. It's more centered in love. And from here, it's more like a witnessing, a curiosity, there's just sort of like an experience of inquiry when we ponder in our hearts. What might become of this? What might become of me? What is next for me? What am I being shown here? So all of that gives it a different kind of sense. And it's something that we can take then as an example for ourselves, that when life happens, I'm going to ponder that in my heart. I'm even going to maybe treasure the things that are happening and see if I can find the gems. See if I can allow the love to be felt and then shared. So one of the things about opening up the channel, kind of the key, I think, to open up this channel of love, to open ourselves to give and receive, when we talk about opening a channel, in a way it's like, well, we're kind of wired for it to be open, and then we choose to close. And sometimes it's wise discernment that causes us to close just temporarily, in a scenario. Protection for a moment. As long as we're conscious of what we're doing and why we're doing what we're doing, it makes sense, right? It's when we, that we go off the rails a little bit when we become unconscious. But I think the key here about the open channel is to look to see, well, what sort of clogs up the channel? What sort of keeps the channel narrow, too narrow to really fully feel it? And I'm just going to zero in on one thing that I think is really the key. Judgment. Because discernment and judgment are very different things. And judgment, in the sense of judging others and judging ourselves, it leads us right out of love. It's separation consciousness. There's no other way that judgment can can have life unless we throw it into the pool of separation that says you and I are separate. I and the divine are separate. And so living from that space does not feel very loving, does it? So love is in unitive consciousness. It's in the consciousness of oneness. And when we stop judging, we melt into that natural space that we are meant to be in. Eckhart Tolle has a comment about meditation, and I'm just going to adapt it here for this, to watch your judging thoughts like a cat would watch a mouse hole. And when the judgment comes through, pounce on it. And see if you can, turn it around and allow it to be let go. And allow yourself to return then to love. To recognize in the moment as you're judging yourself or someone else or situation that you could instead be experiencing love. And that's the key that we want to experience. So those are a couple of the things that I think Mary shows us through her experience of receiving the news and grounding, being that rooted, grounded space of love, and then just opening up the channel and to allow ourselves then to move into the sense of purpose that love is. As Karen Drucker sings, if love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. And so that's what we're doing when we open up, right? That as we open up as a channel, we're giving and receiving love. That's what's happening there. And that is really why we've come, to love. That's it, to give love, to receive love, to be in that flow of love. So it's all there really is, isn't it? In essence. So the Advent season is all these aspects of love and more, but we can only cover so much it goes so many places in a Sunday, and focus in on the places where we think it might be most helpful to us to really be the love that we have come here to be, to really express this purpose of love that we have come to. It's so recognizing that loss and love are not opposites, but they allow us to become more trusting and available to love, to see it in its many changing forms, at the same time knowing we can be rooted in an immovable kind of centered love, and to open up from there to be in life with one another in that flow of giving and receiving. So that's what love is for us in this moment, I think, and for the many other ways that you might be reflecting on love right now. So let's be in that together this week, especially this week of love, as we move toward our next place in the journey, which is joy, and finally to that moment of rebirth at Christmas. Love is why we're here. Karen says if, but I'm going to take the if out and just say, love is why we're here, to be an open channel, to give and to receive. So I want to invite you to affirm with me this idea that we are deeply rooted and we are this channel. Together, I am deeply rooted in love and an open channel of love's continuous flow. And so it is.
We're going to get this song because we just heard Kristen say it a bunch of times. Okay, we got it. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open
channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. We're going to get the key, folks. We didn't rehearse this, as you can see, but we got to sing this song. We got it. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. If love is why we're here, let us be an open channel. If love is why we're here, let us give and then receive. Give and receive. Give and receive. One more time. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive.
Love is why we are here. It is why I'm here talking to you. So thank you for being love. I am rooted in that deep, immovable, grounded love.
Very nice. Our prayer chaplains are available after the service to provide personal prayer support. If you're a prayer chaplain serving today, would you please stand? Our prayer chaplains wear the purple stoles. And there's also one up in the booth that'll come down after the service.
Whether you have a joy or concern in your heart today, praying with our prayer chaplains is a powerful opportunity to have your intentions raised up in consciousness.
And now, let us open our hearts to the practice of giving.
Woo!
We cheer and we celebrate that because we know that the universal law of circulation is true. As we give, we shall receive. In truth, there is no lack or limitation. Abundance is our true nature. So as we prepare our gifts, please go ahead and embody those laws.
For your convenience, there are a variety of ways to financially give to this community, shown on the screen in front of you. For those of you watching online, there's a donate button on the Watch Live page. We encourage everyone to set up regular and automatic giving to Unity using your bank's free bill pay service.
And now I invite you to take your tithe or love offering in your hand and repeat the affirmation with me. Together.
Divine love, one with me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am joy-filled and grateful.
And we so appreciate your generosity. And so it is.
So it is.
It's the birth of our love, the birth of my soul, the birth of a diamond from a piece of coal. It's an opening heart from a baby's smile, the love and joy wrapped around his child. Once upon a time, on a planet called Earth, the power of love gave us a baby's birth. Shower us with light, be our loving guide. Show us that we got the same love inside.
It's the birth of our love, the birth of our soul, the birth of a diamond from a piece of coal. It's an opening heart, a baby smile, love and joy wrapped around this child. Well, you know I feel sometimes a little disconnect. Maybe I'm on a track heading right for a big train wreck. I call upon the love, the power and the grace. That train has left the station and didn't leave a single trace.
Ooh, love one another, that's what it came to say. Feel your heart at night, keep it going all day. Brother, keep the faith. Sister, the gratitude is a holy child's birth, and it can be yours too. The birth of a diamond from a piece of coal. It's the opening heart, a baby smile, the love and joy wrapped around. Sing it with us. It's the birth of our love, the birth of my soul, the birth of a diamond from a piece of coal. It's an opening heart, a baby smile, the love and joy wrapped around this child. You guys are awesome. Woo! You, every one of you. Awesome. We're all worked up from you.
Thank you for bringing the energy. I appreciate it. Ariane and Janet's classic work this morning. Yeah, thank you both so much. Yeah, we can give them another round of applause. Why not?
All right, but I got to say, your talk is feeding our music because I've never felt it like this before.
That's right.
Oh,
That's a song we've had for a while, but
nice.
I have a deeper understanding of it.
Beautiful. Yeah, because
beautiful.
I've heard
Thank
this
you.
song before, but it did have a little different energy in it today. Thank you. Isn't this fun? We get to just keep playing together. And thank you, Lisa and Tyler, for the moment of inspiration. I know. Oh, and thank you both for collecting all this love. That's why we call these love offerings, right? Thank you all for giving of your love. So let's bless this together, knowing this is just a huge love fest, this unity experience, this Christmas season. All that we have come here to be and all that we are, and here gathering to remind each other and to reconnect into the truth. So let's bless it together with all that knowing, and knowing that part of this process of giving and receiving is our abundant sharing out of that trust and availability that we talked about earlier. The knowing that it flows openly through us as we give, we receive, and we continue to multiply the good that is us, the good that is each of you individually, the good that is humanity, the good that is earth, the good that is unity. Let's bless it together. We give thanks for the ever-increasing, constant flow of absolute good in our lives now. So it is. Oh, the children are back. And look, we have a huge crew. Let's sing them in.
We are the circle of love. We are the circle of life. Come join the circle of love. Come join the circle of life. The light in you and the light in you are one. Because the light in you and the light in me are one.
Good morning. The Love Fest continues with youth ministry.
Yes, it does.
I just want to say it was lovely having the youth ministry volunteers come light the candle for love this morning, and they're just such an important part of this community that you don't always get to see in this space, except here at the end, and then they're all mixed up with the kids. I just appreciate the opportunity for them to stand out. So thank you to Mike and to Shayna and Jody and Allison, to Gia, to Liv, to Genevieve and Jeff, and just couldn't do it without you. Us kids love you so much. Thank you. These kids are adaptable, and so are we. We were in the smaller room today, all of us, and we had because of the craft show, and so we just had the best time. We read a book. We did snowflake crafts. Anyone want to share about the book? Nope. Okay. That's okay. I liked it. We liked it. We liked the book. It was from an indigenous author, and it was from that perspective. And all the animals were talking about what they could share with the people who had kind of lost their way in the world, who thought that they needed to take more than they could give. And all the animals were sharing what they would give, and then Creator, the great mystery, gave a baby. And so that was their gift. And so anyway, it's a great book called The Giveaway by Ray Buckland, if you get a chance. So, yeah, thank you all. Ready for a blessing.
I was asked to remind everybody there is a winter fair back there going on till 3 o'clock today. Please, please, please go visit them. There's a lot of really awesome things back there. So,
Thank you. Thank you all for your adaptability and flexibility. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how you all fit in that small room and made a craft, but you're amazing. Let's bless our children, youth, and teachers together. Children, youth, and teachers, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divine light within you. You can stand if you wish, hold a hand, or just put your hand on your heart as we close out. That's good. It means you have a long heart.
All good, holy, holy. All good, holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart and my soul. Now I know all is good,
are the faith and the peace and love on earth right now. So let your light shine, have fun, and spread joy.